Oh, come on. I swear that thing changes places every single day. Hello, everybody. This is Sarahscopic, and you're watching Traffic Musings. I'm excited for this week because on Thursday, I get to see well, it's not really on at midnight, but I mean, the 9 o'clock p.m. showing of Captain America Civil War, and I am super pumped for it. I wouldn't call myself like a super comic book geek. I don't read tons of comic books, so I can't really call myself that. I know enough about them through osmosis of friends who are comic book geeks and decide that they need to tell me everything they know about them, which is fine. But other than that, I mean, when it comes to me in superheroes and such like that, I don't really do DC versus Marvel. I like both, and there are certain heroes I don't like. I mean, I don't really pick and choose about that. My main influence has been through TV shows and through movies, so I mean, if that doesn't make me a real superhero geek, I'm not sure why we're fighting for titles, so yay! I never understood that whole argument where it's like, you're not a real geek, you don't know this stuff, and you're like, can we just say we enjoy things? Like, why do we need to have these why are there like, why is there like a bridge to get, that you have to cross, or like certain factors you have to cross in order to get like certain titles and such? Are there badges? Are there badges I don't know about? Is there like a secret club that I don't know about? Like, if I'm allowed to be a comic book geek, do I get like a special gold badge? If so, okay, then I get it. Like, gold is kind of expensive, sort of. But like, if not, I don't see why it matters. People, this isn't what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about superhero movies and TV shows and stuff and all that good stuff. For anybody who follows me with my gaming stuff, as you probably know, I did see the Batman vs. Superman movie and thought it was okay. I probably didn't hate it as much as other people did, but it was pretty bad. Not 20% Rotten Tomatoes bad. Definitely not that bad. More like 65% rotten, I guess. I mean, it had a story. It had characters. I'm just kind of being facetious. There were parts of it I liked that a lot of people didn't like that were kind of unpopular. That's kind of unpopular that I like them. But overall, my main issues with it were the same as everyone else. It's too much pushed into one story and honestly just not fun. There were some funny little one-line quips and those were great, but there wasn't enough to really keep my interest. When it comes to the Marvel movies, I am one of those people that likes the Marvel movies. I've seen all of the Marvel movies, right? I've seen every single Marvel movie that's come out. Yes, I have. Well, okay, I did see the two original Hulk movies, but I don't really count those because they weren't really made as part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe until much later, and I heard they were okay, so I'm really not missing out much. But other than that, I mean, I started with Iron Man 1, absolutely loved it. Iron Man is probably my favorite Marvel Avenger of the series. I don't know. I always think I've always been a really big fan of the Iron Man movies, and Robert Downey Jr. is basically Tony Stark at this point. It's a little too creepy, just how well he plays them. Honestly, it's kind of creepy how well all the actors play their superheroes. Like, I know, what's his face? One of the Chris's, and I can't think of who it is. Oh my gosh. I'm so mad. Not Chris Pratt, not Chris Hemsworth, the other one whose name I can't think of. The Chris who plays, freaking Captain America. He's done so many other movies, and he has been in so many other diverse roles. Very good actor. All I can see him in is Steve Rogers, because he plays it way too well, and it baffles me how actors can act. That's a weird sentence that I didn't think I would ever say. Anyway, I love all the actors. I don't know. I find that some people get so. I'm going back and forth myself because I'm not really sure what I want to say. But I think some people get so. I don't know how to say this. Like, they're really caught up with some of the stuff with Marvel. I think it's just a reaction to the fact that it is really, really popular. And when something gets so popular, people are going to try to find faults with it. Not saying the Marvel movies don't have faults. Plenty of them. Unpopular opinion, I think the Thor movies aren't that great. I enjoy watching them. I think the actors are fantastic. I think the direction is a little poor in that movies, but I still have fun watching watching them. So I'm not saying they're all perfect, Iron Man 2, but I am saying that I think people get so caught up with some of the details of it, which is kind of too bad in some cases, only because, like, I don't know, they're meant to be fun. And again, everyone should have the right to criticize. I'm not saying, like, censor yourself from criticism. That's ridiculous. And I'm not saying that they don't have parts that you shouldn't, like, not like, but I think it's just one of those things that because everybody or lots of people seem to like it, it just kind of suffers from that huge whiplash of why you shouldn't like it in some cases. And it's just kind of too bad because sometimes I make myself feel this way. It's not really other people making me feel this way, but it's the reaction of other people doing this. It makes me feel like I'm not allowed to simply just go, I don't know, they're fun. They're just fun movies. And again, I do it to myself. I'm making myself feel that pressure because of people are saying, but it is kind of too bad. And at the end of the day, that is ultimately why I like the movies so much. They're fun. There are drama bits, there are serious moments, and they are played out well, but at the same time, like, there's joy in the movies, which is what reviewer put it best. Apparently this Captain America Civil War is highly rated. What I meant to say is rated highly by reviewers, which makes me very excited because I will admit I was very worried about this movie. I mean, I'm going to wait past judgment till I see it, but I was very concerned about it because, I mean, it's a very risky kind of movie that Marvel's doing. I remember my comic book friends being very concerned when it was first announced because the Civil War comics were very, very polarizing, apparently, and it was not. Some people really, really liked them, and some people didn't feel it was a great direction for the movies to go into. And so there's that, and I was also just kind of concerned about the fact that they were shoveling in so many new characters into one movie, which, I mean, that was kind of the problem with Batman vs. Superman, is there was so much shoveling in of new people without much leading up to them and characters and stuff. But I guess they do it well, so that's great. And I mean, those people are going to get their own solo movies eventually, so, but hopefully this is a good introduction to them. So, I mean, that's great. I'm excited about that. But as one reviewer put it, what Batman vs. Superman was missing that apparently Civil War has is just the joy, just the raw, like, I don't know, they're superheroes, they're wearing tights, guys, like, they can't take themselves that seriously. And so it's just apparently it's just fun in some cases. But I have to admit, I am going to be, like, white-knuckling my boyfriend's hand the entire movie, because if there's something that gets me... Yes, thank you. Gabby has an opinion on the movies. Do you have an opinion on the movies, Gabby? No, you just want to keep me going straight? Thanks, I gotcha. But, as I was saying, I'm probably just going to be, like, clutching my boyfriend's hand the entire time, feeling anxious, because if there's one thing that gets me anxious, it's people fighting. I don't like, not like, you know, beating up. I'm talking about, like, people who are meant to be friendly to each other and, like, arguing and misunderstandings. Like, for some reason, that gets me super anxious. Sarah, if that's the case, why are you into social work? Shut up, mysterious voice. So we're gonna see how that goes. I have no idea how it's gonna end up. I've heard some rumors of how it might end up. I'm just gonna wait and see and hope for the best. I think that's all I'm gonna say for today. Gabby's gonna start ranting on me going straight down the highway. So we're just gonna end this here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope something amazing happens to you. And without further ado, I hope to see you all in